that deep into it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Script Club.
Hi. I got it right away.
Every week, I and my team of 3 additional intrepid readers get together and read unproduced screenplays for movies that never were. Recently, we've been reading Justice League Mortal. I'm trying to remember everything. I'm looking down so that people are convinced that I'm looking at some kind of a teleprompter so that I seem smarter, as if we have these things planned out ahead of time. Not that it matters. With me, as always, is Cassidy Hardy.
Hi!
Forrest Bennett.
Hey.
And you know who he is, Arlo Sanchez.
Yeah.
Wait,
You know me.
I didn't already know.
You didn't?
It's Arlo?
Well, now you know. Yo, slick, blow. It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's me to find.
For a little bit of context, at this point in the script, the Justice League have been attacked by a mysterious, unseen force, unseen to them. Maxwell Lord is systematically taking out members of the Justice League. The Pink Lantern Corps is apparently somehow involved. Or maybe that's just Arlo's just wearing the ring for no reason. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's his engagement ring, Mazel Tov.
Aww.
Oh, why thank you. Yes.
Damn, somebody got
I mean,
for me.
I mean, the person is invisible, but and also
They
non-existent.
live in Canada.
The Flash just helped save Superman, I believe. He helped save someone's ass. And he is currently in wherever. Where was he again? Central City? He was back in Central City. That's where the restaurant is. He's just trying to replenish himself with vast quantities of food that no human being should ever eat. Now, we're actually beginning on page 79, which means that Cassidy is going to be a bit behind.
I printed it. How rude. I printed 79 to 91. Fight me.
Okay.
I come
Well.
prepared.
I thought I was accidentally screwing you over there for a second, but good. She's got her bases covered. More so than me, reading off of the fake teleprompter, pausing every 2 seconds to try and catch his thoughts.
Well, to be fair, I'm only doing this because I have rehearsal at 8 and we do this at 7.
Okay, great. So I'm going to exhaust Cassidy by giving her stage direction first.
All right.
And we all have our roles that we have been reading. I was going to say concurrently, that we have been reading regularly. So I'm not going to change any of that up.
All right.
It's just easier, and frankly, I really enjoy reading Brother Eye with Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice, as bad as my impression is.
It's pretty good. I mean,
I like it. I think it's pretty funny. It's fitting.
One part, however, that we keep on switching up between, I believe, Arlo and Cass is Talia Al Ghul, who has a lot of lines opening up in the script for the next 10 pages that we're about to read. Do we want to draw straws as to who gets to read for Talia?
I think Arlo can keep it. I like Arlo's telenovela.
Yes. Okay. Good. So we're going to have Arlo pretend to be in love with Forrest again. Batman's in the next scene.
Pretend?
Okay, listen, if you guys want to dish a little bit and talk about how, like, Arlo's ring right now is an engagement ring given to him by Forrest, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's the twist right there. We didn't want to reveal it, but I figured Script Club is the best way to reveal.
All right, whatever. Terrible way to reveal
I will be
anything.
taking his last name.
Okay, terrible way to reveal anything. But
Arlo Bennett.
Arlo Bennett. That sounds like a great name for a fictional character.
Thank you.
But yes, whenever we're ready to begin, Cass, please take us away, beginning at the bottom of page 79, where it reads, Interior Maxwell Lord's Control Room Day.
Interior, Maxwell Lord's control room, day. Talia, seated at the controls. Brother Eye.
Superman, located, active. Yeah.
A black gloved hand rests on her shoulder. She doesn't turn around. She knows instantly. She turns to him, bitterness in her eyes, passion. She spits it out. Talia.
Oh boy.
My beloved.
He pulls her to her feet, close, almost an embrace. Batman.
Grade by a kiss from a rose on the grave. You steal.
I've been
Perfect.
kissed by a rose on the grave. Anyway, Talia.
If I could fall. I remember many kisses, Mr. Wayne. The kiss that revealed your secrets, that opened up your cave, that let me steal your little all-seeing eye. That was just the last kiss.
Batman.
Planted a tracking chip on me. Broke in. Stole my surveillance. You are your father's daughter after all.
Talia.
My father is dead.
She slams her
Dead.
hands into his chest.
Let's say that.
Then, just like before, she places her palms over his heart. Talia.
I said once that I wanted this. No. Now I want your identity, your reputation, everything you care about. The only thing you care about.
Batman.
Why Talia?
Talia.
Because you threw me away. My love made you work. My love you made worthless. My sacrifice.
Ooh, he yanks her back to the he yanks her back to face the screen with its split screen images of all the other heroes. He makes her look. Batman.
God, praise God.
Me? Do this to them?
He sees her falter, turn her eyes away, just for a moment. Batman.
Wait, this isn't right. This isn't you. There's someone else.
Talia, false bravado.
Don't underestimate me.
The screen goes black. Then the red eye icon. Brother Eye.
OMAC project, threat level, elevated, code red, stand by, and get down.
Batman.
OMAC project. This can't be you. What is this?
Brother Eye.
Initiate OMAC protocols, phase 1, stand by.
Batman.
Damn it, Talia. Who is OMAC?
Interior, Planet Krypton Restaurant, day. At the table with Wonder Woman, Flash, and Wally West. Wally has his folder open. Wally West.
Okay, we're going to try something new for Wally West. I know that I read for him last week. I'm going to keep the part. I originally tried to read him as like the nerd from Robot Chicken, and that just didn't work for anybody because everyone told me I sounded like an old man. So I took that as
Well, hey, Jimmy, how about you come paint this fence?
I took that as inspiration, so I chose the character of an actual old man. Cass just did a Herbert the Pervert, not reference, impression. I did not choose Herbert the Pervert. Let's see if this works. And if I involuntarily start doing things with my hands, I'm sorry.
Don't you mouth up?
Okay, so we know it's this one-man Army Corps thing. Highest grade nanotechnologies, robotics, all that stuff. But in the 70s, they took a spin through the serious mind control. Check this out. They asked them firmly yet politely to leave. Part was not. It's a terrible Hank Hill impression, but that's what I'm going with.
I was gonna say, do you sell propane and propane accessories?
Well, I'll tell you what.
Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
Oh, and of course,
You done messed up the propane.
Can I just real quick digress? One of the first episodes that I can remember watching of King of the Hill is the one where Bobby like accidentally makes meth. It's like one of the first ones I can remember seeing.
I can't for the life of me bring myself to watch a full episode of King of the Hill. I just know that people enjoy it, and I mean, I've tried.
I love it.
I can't.
I love King of the Hill. I highly recommend it actually to everybody.
I
It's
watched
the
it.
animation style for me. It feels so bland. Maybe need to give it like a real shot one of these days, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Anyway, sorry about that distraction, everybody. Let's see.
That was like solid from beginning to end.
He slides a stack of papers across the table. Names. Hundreds and hundreds of names. Wally West.
Babies, bunches of them. It became all about genetics, chemical alterations, radiation, pharmaceuticals, things I don't know nothing about. Who knows what? But they trained these kids from day one, trained to rise, a homegrown battalion of freaks, supposed to be able to control the enemy just with the power of their minds. But
On the lists, down one column, names, another column, birth dates, ID numbers, and a final column with one word repeated over and over down the page. Deceased. Wally West.
cardiac arrest, hemorrhaging, organ failure, mostly their brains turned to jelly.
The Flash.
That's me, right?
I think that we went with you, but let's give that back to Forrest.
All right.
Okay.
I just that mile a second.
Mhm.
My God.
Wonder Woman.
Humanity's capacity to inflict cruelty.
Wally West.
A few years ago, the whole thing goes offline. The OMAC project just disappears.
Wonder Woman scans the lists. Wonder Woman.
All these children, they all died?
Wally West.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I love listening to Danny just duet himself.
What?
Okay, to be fair, I completely forgot that Wonder Woman was in this scene.
But he takes the list and turns to a center page. Wally West.
All except one.
In the long line of deceased, there's a gap. One birth date that doesn't have a death date. The name is circled. A name we already know. Wonder Woman.
Jonah Wilkes. Wilkes? I mean, I think I read it right, but what if I didn't?
Wally West.
Yeah, and it didn't ring a bell for me either. So,
He sorry. He drops the last of his research. Photos. The first shows a bunch of kids lined up in rows. Faces we recognize from Maxwell's video archives. Next photo. The same group, only smaller. The next, even fewer kids. Wally West.
they're like class photos. Glad I missed that class.
In each one, Wally has circled a single boy. Dark hair, penetrating eyes. Jonah Wilkes, slightly crooked smile. Wally West.
I ran this kid's face through a forensic program. I was about to say foreskin. I stopped myself there. So, see what he'd look like today.
I ran this kid's face through a foreskin program.
I just wanted to chop this kid's foreskin off. Each sheet.
I mean, what else are you gonna do?
All right, Jonah, it's time for your bris.
Baruch.
right.
Where were we? Each sheet adding a few years. Jonah Wilkes growing older and older before our eyes. Benjamin Button syndrome, my God. Sorry. Becoming more and more familiar. Wally West.
This guy look familiar to you?
He lays the last photo next to a copy of Fortune magazine. The caption reading, Fortune's most fortunate son, Wonder Woman.
Great Zeus!
And the cover photo showing the smiling face of Interior. Interior. Maxwell Lord's control room. Day. Batman,
Maxwell Lord.
who is just now stepping out of the shadows. Maxwell.
Yes, that's
This was you last time, I believe.
All right. Hello, Bruce.
Maxwell Lord, face to face with the Batman. Cool as cool can be. He's flanked by 3 armed guards, guys we recognize. The bikers, the runt in the center. Batman,
You're OMAC.
Maxwell.
Yes, one man, the last of my kind, the sole survivor.
He takes a step closer to Batman. Maxwell.
And do you know your evolutionary theory, Bruce? I'm sure you must. Nature's relentless push towards perfection.
Batman.
What are you doing, Max?
Maxwell Lord.
What I was born to do. I'm completing the OMAC project.
He turns to the screen. Maxwell Lord.
Brother I, phase 1. Command, go.
Brother I.
OMAC project initiated. Phase 1. Go.
Maxwell.
You're gonna like this.
And the monitor lights up with scenes from around the world. Capitals, seats of power, boardrooms, and in each one, transformations. Power players. People we recognize from Bruce Wayne's birthday. All becoming OMACs. One after the other. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
Recognize them, Bruce? Our friends?
And as he talks, we cut to interior, Houses of Parliament, London, continuous. A right honourable gentleman transforms before our eyes. I'm not shitting, this is a word. His body contorting as the OMAC shell encases him. He rises, hovers over the House of Commons. Interior, the Tokyo Stock Exchange, continuous. A Japanese floor trader contorts, rises, joined by another and another. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
Oh, Gojira's too old to save them this time.
The best the world has to offer.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. No, I heard him say the best, and I thought, like, wait, the best part of waking up is OMAC in your cup? Sorry.
Best part of waking up is OMAC in your cup.
No, the best part of waking up is watching Maxwell Lord rise up. Where was I?
When you wake up in the morning and you grab a cup off your cabinet shelf. Sorry.
No, keep going. I was enjoying it.
Sorry, that's my terrible Sam Elliott impression.
It was good. All right.
More mustache.
Where was I? Interior, corporate boardroom, continuous. A CEO, OMAC, humming and drifting over his conference table. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
The power players, the captains of finance.
Exterior, New York streets, continuous. A limo's windows shatter as a high-class OMAC grows in the rear seat. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
Military, media.
Exterior, aircraft carrier, First Fleet, continuous. The bridge exploding onto the desk as sailors point and scream. Nowhere to run. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
What once took millennia, I can now do in minutes, seconds, all skipped 10,000 generations to become.
And as chaos erupts all around the world, we are back in interior. Maxwell Lord's control room, day. Maxwell Lord.
Perfected. All because I said it should be so. Look what one man can do.
Batman looks to Talia, her eyes wide, staring at the screen. Talia.
I didn't know.
Bullshit.
Maxwell Lord.
It was Talia, Bruce, your weakness. Under all that black, it turns out you do have a heart. So with one kiss, she got her revenge, and I got Brother Eye.
One
Batman,
moment.
take.
If I may, let's switch stage direction over to Forrest.
Okay. Batman takes a step toward Max, and 3 high-powered semi-automatics are leveled at his chest. Shank, rounds chambered, he stops. Maxwell Lord.
Really, I couldn't have done it without you.
Batman. So you're what now, Max? God? Maxwell Lord.
No. These are gods.
To Brother Eye.
Meta-human scan all subjects.
Points to the screen. Brother Eye switches to images of the other superheroes. At the Fortress of Solitude, John Jones, Green Lantern, and Aquaman recovering from their ordeal. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
The ones we worship and trust, those who fell to earth from other worlds, those who rose from the seas with their brave hearts and strong wills.
At the MIR space station, Superman, still hunting satellites. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
And their absurd powers, their absurd vows to protect and bring peace.
The planet Krypton, Wonder Woman, Flash, and Wally West hunched over their papers, putting 2 and 2 together. Maxwell Lord, voiceover.
But they're false gods, aren't they? Weak gods. Imperfect. We know that, Bruce. You and I.
Interior, Maxwell Lord's control room, continuous. Maxwell Lord.
Because we know they can be beaten. How they can be beaten. By one man.
Batman. You're gonna beat them, Max. Slow them down, maybe. But they'll stop you. Maxwell Lord.
I'm betting they're gonna want to save you first.
Batman. What? You? Maxwell Lord, to Brother Eye.
Activate OMAC Beta. Target Creator.
Talia.
Max, no! No!
Brother Eye.
Sequence initiated. Activate.
Maxwell Lord.
Not from me.
And before Batman's eyes, the runt biker transforms. His head snaps back as his body is taken over by the OMAC, dormant within. The other bikers recoil in horror, and tendrils shoot out of this new OMAC and enter the bodies of the other 2, infecting them, and they transform too. Maxwell Lord.
From them.
3 OMACs hovering in midair right behind Maxwell Lord, glowing, humming, deadly. Maxwell Lord.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Interior, Fortress of Solitude, day. Denver PD Detective John Jones, blue suit and tie, stands with Aquaman and Green Lantern in the middle of the ice cavern. What's he doing here? A beat. Then his face, his body, morph back into their true form. John Jones, getting his power back. John creates, and his body is suddenly racked with pain. His head snaps back, and for just a second, he is Batman in agony. He lets out a scream to match the scream coming from interior control room day. Batman in the grips of all 3 OMACs, pincers around his arms, his legs, his body, his ribs popping. His howl of anguish carries to exterior outer space. Day.
My.
Where Superman's head snaps to look down at the earth far below, gets a pinpoint, takes off. So fast, space ripples behind him. The scream echoing to interior, the Fortress of Solitude, day, where the distorted Batman reverts to John Jones' eyes wide. John Jones.
Okay, who was reading for John last time? Because I think I had that. Huh?
'Twas I.
Okay, great. So I was right.
The Batman in torment.
Green Lantern.
Was that also me, or was someone take over that one last time?
I think that was also you, but just for today, let's have Green Lantern. Well, it's just one line, so we can give that. We can have you read that. We can give that to Arlo. We can. Sorry.
Lead us to him.
That's what we're doing then.
John Jones.
I don't know if I can fly yet.
Aquaman.
You can and you will. We're back, Jean. No more fear.
As they move, interior control room continuous. Batman is losing
Imagine giving
consciousness.
that pep talk to somebody who was scared shitless and in pain. I don't know if I can. Bitch, you gonna.
Batman
Sounds
is-
like me to myself every morning trying to get ready for work.
Okay. That tracks.
All right, interior shoulder. Batman is losing consciousness. The life squeezed out of him. Talia.
Max, don't. This isn't what I wanted. Yo no quiero.
Maxwell Lord.
Yo no sé.
Not what you wanted. The things we didn't want. You know what I didn't want? I didn't want to wake up every morning with my brains oozing out of my nose. But you're right.
Yo Max.
Command interrupt. Hold. Disengage.
The OMAC made us stop, loosen their grips, and Batman drops to his knees, sucking in air through his teeth. Batman, what do you want? Maxwell Lord.
Well, I guess I'm a perfectionist at heart, Bruce. I want a world evolved. Evolved to a point where children don't lose their parents.
Batman's hand as it inches towards his utility belt. Maxwell Lord.
Where friends don't die. No one's alone. Same as you, I suppose.
Batman, we're not the same. Into a compartment, his fingers reaching. Maxwell Lord.
No? Who was it that spent hours and years figuring out how to kill all his friends? You? Or me?
Batman, I never. Maxwell Lord.
Oh, come on, Bruce. You loaded the gun. I just pulled the trigger.
I'll
Batman-
pull the trigger on him. Someone load the gun and lock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. Sorry, I watched Hamilton the other night.
I still haven't seen it.
So I saw it for my birthday, right before the pandemic hit.
Holy crap.
Woo! Sorry.
Okay. Batman's hand opens and a chaff bomb drops, hits the floor. Tink, 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 and kashoom! The room fills with a confetti of metallic glitter, blinding the OMAC sensors. Maxwell Lord.
Re-engage.
But they're lost in the chaff. Batman's first thought, Talia. He pulls her to a safe corner. He yanks two with the grenades and makes a run for the computer. Gonna take it out. But before he can set the charges, one of the OMACs clears, takes a swing with its deadly pincer. Batman dives clear, but the second OMAC is on him. It rams him into a wall with a sickening thud. He lands next to a cowering Talia. Talia.
Forgive me.
The third OMAC lifts Batman by the throat and flings him across the room. Whomp! Into a steel pillar. Batman pulls himself up to one knee. Broken. No way to win this one. And all three OMACs get him at once. Pinches around his skull, his neck, his chest. Talia tries to pull him free. Talia.
Max, you'll kill him.
Maxwell Lord.
Oh no, Talia. I don't want to kill him until they come for him. I just want him to scream.
On Batman's face, his skull in the vice grip, sweating, gasping, grinding his teeth in a death sentence. He's not going to give in to Max.
Okay.
And we're back!
Mistakes were made. You just saw a blooper on Script Club, which should never happen again. Okay, now, does anyone remember exactly what line we were all on before everything just kind of like cut out? Because I swear to God, we were like 2 lines away from the scene break where we were going to end it for today.
I believe it was
On Batman's face.
on Batman's face, his skull in the vice
Got it.
grip, sweating, gasping,
Alright.
grinding his teeth in death grimace.
All right, we're going to give it back to Forrest for that. Okay, let's do this.
Right. He's not going to give in to Max. Not going to scream again. And a single drop of blood collecting on the nose piece of his mask. Oh. Interior, Planet Krypton restaurant day.
And that's where we're going to stop it for now. I had something queued up for this. 1 second. This entire 10 pages was basically just a recreation of a 60s Batman episode. So much exposition. So much exposition.
Yep. So much pow, thwap.
Honestly, I could see it going that way. So, guys, thoughts?
Personally speaking, I'm really enjoying people hurting Batman. It's not gonna lie, that's the kind of fan fiction I read.
Yeah, it's this has gotten better, I guess. I don't know. I think I just like reading for Maxwell Lord.
Yeah.
It suits you, which is weird.
And now we know where all the nonsense was headed this entire time.
Makes sense. No, I was gonna say, as we were reading with when Batman is whatever being hit, and they go whump. Whump, W-H-U-M-P, is a fan fiction term specifically relating to characters being beaten up and then being taken care of by a loved one.
Hilarious. Whump,
And that
there
is
it is.
what I read a lot of.
Interesting. Today I learned.
Welcome to the Whump community, boys. We have fun here.
There's a community behind it?
Whump, 2, 3, into the phone.
Okay, when it comes to the fan fiction community, and I don't know why I'm saying this because this is going to be put out into the internet, I don't know if I should get into the fan fiction community or if you guys just creep me the hell out and I should just stay the scared little white boy that I am.
And is there any overlap between Wump and WAP?
That's a very good question.
That's good. I like that.
That was very good.
Okay. Now, okay, we already went over our thoughts so far. So, anyone want to place bets on if it's going to get any weirder from here? Because we're nearing a climax at this point. We've got about 30 pages left to go.
Do we really? Wait.
It's about a 120-page document. And 130.
128, I think.
Yeah, because it's 128.
What? And we're that close to the end?
Yep.
We're on 90.
How is this a movie?
You guys like how I've just been
It's longer than I mean, if this script were into a movie, it would be like 2 minutes longer than the first two Tim Burton movies.
Yeah, like this feels like it goes from the first act, introducing the conflict, and then just, I don't know, it feels like the only place for it to go is straight into the third act.
I told you it's
to go is straight into the
all that
garbage.
time spent at the Fortress of Solitude, like fixing people.
Saving people, fixing things, the family business.
Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for this week. Guys, as always, thank you very much for this round of Script Club. And until next time, I am Danny Koo.
I'm Forrest Bennett.
I'm Cassidy Hardy.
And I'm Arlo.
If you want to follow us on any given social media platform that we allow you access to, links to that will be in the description of the video.
You can also see me upcoming in a play. It's going to be posted for stream. It's
yes.
Midsummer Night's Dream, and I'm doing some of the costumes. So
Hey.
get to see my work, boys. And
Very
anyone
nice.
else who wants to watch, who cares?
Very nice.
We there.
So yeah, later, everybody.
Later.
Peace.